Nigeria's constitution and other international laws promote the right of all people and the right to be treated equally, thus protecting human rights and fundamental freedoms of individuals or groups. The Public Complaints Commission, as an agency of the federal government of Nigeria, is saddled with the responsibility for the control of administrative excesses, non-adherence to procedures, or abuse of law. It is an organ of government set up to redress complaints lodged by aggrieved citizens or residents in Nigeria against administrative injustice aimed at promoting social justice for the individual citizen. Putting it more appropriately, Public Complaints Commission acts as Nigeria's ombudsman, receiving complaints of the citizenry against the government or private organizations or their officials, and consequently weighs in to settle issues. Established in 1975 to ensure accountability and transparency in the way government and its agencies as well as private organizations engage with the public. The Commission also curbs arbitrary use of administrative powers by public officials within and outside government establishments. Since its creation, successive administrations of chief commissioners of the Commission have been making frantic efforts to give Nigerians a conducive environment to lodge in complaints and seek redress in matters that affect them administratively or otherwise. These efforts put in place by the previous chief commissioners of the Commission for the realization of improved productivity of the Commission were not without some challenges. However, there seemed to be a light at the end of the tunnel beginning from the fateful day of May 26, 2021, when the 9th Chief Commissioner and Chief Ombudsman of the Federation emerged. He is Abimbola Ayo Yusuf, the game changer, a man with full of ideas, considering the pros and cons of every issue to make well-informed and sensible decisions in moving the Commission forward. On his assumption of duty on the 5th of July, 2021, alongside the appointed 37 federal commissioners representing all the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), they immediately hit the ground running in clear pursuit of the vision of the founding fathers of the Commission by vigorously embarking on strategic plans and actions engendering good governance and institutionalization of a fair, just and egalitarian society that promotes social justice at all levels of government in Nigeria. This promising team, ably led by Honorable Abimbola Ayo Yusuf, was not unmindful of the challenges before it.
The main challenge has been funds. Apart from the funding, we've really got cooperation from NTAs, the police, EFCC. We have collaborations with them, and they've all come in very handy, put us in a better position. Like we have an enforcement unit now, which we didn't have before. And that was courtesy of the Inspector General of Police. Big thanks to him. We have an enforcement unit, and the enforcement unit has really come in handy. We settled a couple of recalcitrant respondents.
In realizing the goals and objectives of the Commission, they roll out huge plans of action that made the Commission stand tall, taking its pride of place as the game changer. Line by line, The Chief Commissioner and his amiable team innovated some strategies which brought about improved public administration of laws, procedures, practices, rules and regulations, as well as standard behavior of the officials. And these line of strategies include the creation and establishment of enforcement unit for the Commission in collaboration with the Nigerian police force in order to effectively check some recalcitrant respondents. In this regard, 791,026 complaints were received by the Commission from members of the public. This is aside cases initiated by the Commission to address systemic issues in MDAs and the private sector, and out of this number, 499,400 complaints have been successfully resolved. Infrastructural development was another major feat achieved by the Abimbola team, where provisions of infrastructure are made not only at the Commission's headquarters, but also at all state offices across the Federation, providing a conducive atmosphere for the workforce for efficiency. Some of these facilities procured and installed in all the offices across the country included implementation of online complaints management system and statistical data collection system, provision of internet facilities in the 19 state offices, including the FCT, provision of virtual conference platforms in 25 state offices, acquisition of building to serve as FCT office, completion of office complexes in Abuja and Jigawa states, renovation of office complexes in Anambra, Lagos, Kaduna, Osun, Oyo, Katsina, Edo, Enugu, Ebonyi, Ondo, and the headquarters in Abuja, as well as procurement of office furniture across the country. Logistics support had tremendously added value to the Commission's efficiency, resulting in prompt service delivery in the day-to-day operations. Another great achievement is the procurement of over 80 operational vehicles, which were distributed to all states of the Federation, including the Federal Capital Territory FCT, for the purpose of investigations and other operations. Publicity, they say, is power. To achieve aggressive drive in the area of publicity and to also increase the corporate visibility of the Commission, the Ayo Abimbola management team established the Nigerian Ombudsman Radio, now awaiting inauguration. It is also worthy of note that in line with the thinking of the management of the Commission and in keeping with its corporate agenda, training and retraining of personnel was prioritized. In addition to the high premium given to reward system through robust welfare packages and other incentives to achieve human capital development and to motivate its workforce for improved productivity. And for rapid response to inquiries and lodgement of complaints, the Commission's call center and ICT equipment have been maximally upgraded to ensure quick service for prospective complainants and respondents alike.
When I came into the Public Complaints Commission as the Chief Commissioner, we had issues of money. Paucity of funds has been the problem of Public Complaints Commission. But with the little resources we've had, we've been able to put in a couple of things. We were able to restructure the head office. We've been able to do some remodeling in state offices. We were able to buy official vehicles for each state for investigation. At least now I know that every state, including the FCT, has an operational investigation back vehicle. That's a Hilux or a Jack. We were able to also provide operational vehicles for the commissioners so that there will be smooth ease of movement and investigation and on-the-spot assessments. And we also have a radio station that is on the line. It's complete. We're just waiting for the approval of the president to give us a radio frequency, and we'll start. We'll go on air. Structurally wise, we've been able to do a lot of. I've put a lot of infrastructures, computers. We're trying to come up with trainings here and there, but most of it all, we still need a lot of funding. There's a lot of awareness needs to be done, and all that is funding.
Ayo Abimbola, a man with a high sense of responsibility and shared commitment to provide a sense of belonging for Nigerians, initiated seminars, rallies and town hall meetings to share complaints from the people across the country in order to nip in the bud some of the rising issues capable of ruining the entire polity. Systemic investigation carried out by the Commission across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country, in line with the proactive mechanisms of the Commission to address any form of maladministration or service failure in the polity, is highly commendable.
We've been able to reach out through town hall meetings. There have been public discussions on things that are happening, current issues, current affairs, and we have 4,000 staff. So individually, everybody does 1 or 2 adverts on their phones. We reach out to 1 or 2 people, that 1 or 2 other people will reach out to themselves, but we need funding. And our radio station needs to come on air so that it will be easier for the grassroots will reach us. And before I forget, like I said, we're in all the states, and we have offices in at least 5 local governments in each of the states. So we're really spreading, and we intend to reach everybody.
So would you say you are satisfied, based on your target for the commission?
Where I want Public Complaints Commission to be is we need to be fair. We need to make an impact. Like now, I am the Deputy Secretary General of the Ombudsman for Africa, so it gives me a better leverage when it comes to this humanity thing, and I would really appreciate. Well, I thank the 9th Assembly and the 10th Assembly. They've been really onto Public Complaints Commission. They've been on our case, trying to give us good entitlements, welfare packages for the staff, and I really appreciate them. I thank them so much. But the main problem with Public Complaints Commission is just the underfunding. The funds are right, we have the staff, we have the capacity to get it right.
So, any general appeal to the generality of Nigerians?
They should be patient with the government, and we are here to listen to them and get their grievances across to the government. That is what Public Complaints Commission is all about. Whatever grievances you have, please come to us. We're there to assist you. You can't see the president, but when you see us, you have seen the president, you have seen the leadership. So please and please and please, let's all be patient. We're here to work for you. So thank you.
On a lighter note, sir, how would you want to be remembered?
Well, Public Complaints Commission is 48 years old, and I'm the first South, and that's the chief. And I'm so glad that I've made that impact. I have structures in all the states. The commission is seated now. Any other chief that comes in is just to complement what is on ground. The sky is the beginning for public confidence.
Secretary of the Commission, Hajia Salamatu Jummai Mamman, says, though the task of rebuilding the Commission to this enviable height by the team led by the Chief Commissioner Abimbola Ayo Yusuf was a Herculean one. But the good news, however, is that the entire structures of the Commission have been changed for good to the advantage of the less privileged Nigerians. She said already more than 500 area offices have been established in the 777 local government areas of the country, and more offices are being worked on to cover the entire local councils to give Nigerians, no matter where they stay, the opportunity to lodge in complaints.
The organization is about helping people, and when we joined, it was at a very low level. It took time to develop to what we are today. And to God be the glory. Everyone have given their best. However, my current boss gave it all and transformed the organization within 3 years in a very rapid manner that we've not seen before. I'm not exaggerating. The facts are there for people to see. You know, I joined him as a team member in the headquarters, even though I was a director at various states. You know, when you're talking about success of the commission, you have to take it holistically. Right, I've been in 3 other states before. I was here for 28 years and went round, and then to the glory of God, he said I should join his team as the secretary and to help in the building of the office. And a lot has been achieved. A lot. For instance, at the time I joined the team, we had so many promotion arrears unpaid, crises with the unions we have in-house, and it kept on like a recurring decimal. But with his zeal and energy to give in all his best, sacrifices, sleepless nights, running after his bosses, you know, to ensure that we got what we needed to pay. And we've been able to pay a good chunk of that to staff. Infrastructure-wise, we're doing well. Internet are working in most places in the Federation, and you know what that cost. To investigate in the commission is at a cost, but to the complainant is at no cost. You understand? And so it takes one who is willing to sacrifice to ensure that the cases keep coming and we keep doing the job to deliver on our mandate. And he has been doing that so well. People are happy with us, at least those whom we have interacted with. But because we are not a hype organization that will go after ministers, go after directors, go after people who are carrying heavy weights, even though some of them sneak in once in a while, people tend to pretend we are not there. But those who interact with us, they know we are here and we are doing very well. The commissioners, all their hands are on deck, they cooperate and they give in their best. More information, we are doing our best to send the information out so that people appreciate. We have sensitization units that go from hospitals, markets, churches, mosques, to let people know we are here for them. Don't keep it to yourself so that you don't destroy yourself and the family. Once you destroy yourself and the family, the nation takes the bullet.
The Commission's Director Investigation, Mrs. Edna Edopa, and that of Procurement Abdulaziz Abdullahi also speak on the journey so far.
The Honorable Chief Commissioner, Honorable Abimbola Ayo Yusuf, has provided and still providing, quality leadership, and the overall leadership and the strategic direction on how the Commission should go. On his assumption of duty as the Honorable Chief Commissioner, he met only 8 vehicles, in the entire Commission, that is the 36 states and, the FCT. So, and he feels that in order for him and his colleagues to achieve the mission and the vision of the Public Complaints Commission, so there is need, to actually make improvement in terms of basic infrastructural facilities and, providing vehicles to enhance investigation activities and also provide office accommodation, ICT, and several other, projects. So the Chief Commissioner and his team, with the support of the entire management, procured over 80 vehicles to enhance the investigation activities across the nation. When he came on board, he met, over 8 offices that are, in this stage of dilapidation. There was no, a comfortable office accommodation. So he renovated, about 8 offices in different states. The FCT office had been under, rental basis and all that, and he was able to acquire a massive building here in the heart of FCT. So all his actions are geared towards, improving, on what he met. So, and I believe that as a leader who wants to make, difference and change the narrative of things, he has really done well. And if you talk about human capital development and all that, he's also doing very well. He has been able to train a very large number of our staff, and he's still doing it. So today, the PCC, can say that they have a leader who has been able to do a lot, for them. We have organized several stakeholders, meeting, with other agencies, talk about systemic and proactive investigation in different states and all that. So all are still the efforts of the Honorable Chief Commissioner and his team members.
Okay, so
I'm very, very happy to have been part of his Sussex story. Before he came, we had, it's not that we had a very bad structure, but his coming gave a good facelift of the Commission. We have a very good facelift and a place that we can be very proud of. Most of the offices are now more comfortable for us to work in. He has been able to improve on what he met. And also, before he came, we did not have a complaint lounge. We now have one at the reception, just by the reception there, where complainants are meant to lodge their complaints instead of climbing up to the 3rd floor. And most of the time, we have elderly complainants, we have physically challenged complainants and sick complainants. So that place is more comfortable and more convenient for them to lodge their complaints. And some of them are being cancelled. We have staff that cancel them there. So because some of them come with so much stress, so much trouble. So that has, I applaud him for the opening of that complaint lounge. He has been able to add more hands to the staff that we have, because we have so much complaints coming in and we did not have so much staff to handle, but now we have more staff to handle such complaints, and it has also reduced the burden on staff that were present before and now. And also he introduced the systemic investigation, where we have a town hall meeting where we invite the respondents, those parties that are involved, to tackle a particular issue bothering the public. So some of those town hall meetings where we have been able to resolve some of these cases, and we pray that more of such things come up, because most of these things involve funding, and he has been able to a greater extent, been able to achieve this. Pray that we have more funds in the commission so that we can do more of this systemic investigation. So the Honorable Chief Commissioner was able to establish the enforcement department, and this has gone a long way to assist in this regard.
Other projects executed by the Commission included the coverage of the 2023 general elections across the country to have first-hand information on some abnormalities, and the setting up of a committee to address administrative lapses in the aviation industry, as well as the launch of an investigation into the disbursement of the federal government ecological funds to states following complaints from some affected states. Other activities are complaints of multiple taxation from the business owners across the country to improve the ease of doing business for the economic rejuvenation of the country. Launching of proactive and systemic investigations into non-compliance by private firms on the contributory pension scheme for workers, as well as provision of suitable solutions to the rising cost of living as a result of the removal of fuel subsidy and provision of conducive environment in prisons across the country. Stakeholders and partners of the Commission are of the view that if the likes of Ayo Abimbola Yusuf and his leadership style can be replicated in all government agencies and parastatals, the aims and objectives of government in making life more meaningful for its citizenry will be realized.